We're starting a little late, actually. Alright, good afternoon, everyone. Today is February 13th, 2012. It is a Monday. I don't know if Dwayne mentioned it earlier, but one other thing worth noting is next Monday, markets are closed. President's Day. Okay, that said, we'll go over the trades that we took in the live trading room this morning and the trades we didn't take. I got off to a slow start this morning because I got a new computer and my microphone was all messed up. And I don't have all my indicators on it just yet. But that said, let me just get this started here. Okay. We started off the day right here. You know, I don't have my chop bands going down here, but the guys in the room told me the chop bands were going. I didn't have my zones on either. So I shorted this pullback right here, and the chop bands had indicated it was good for a pullback. The first pullback to the BBC would be okay to short. I shorted it right there, and I took a break even right there. Okay, it went a point in my favor, and then it came back up and got me out at break even. A little while later, I shorted this pullback right here. Again, the chop bands were in favor of the trade. I shorted the pullback up to the BBC, and it stopped me out right there for minus 2 points. That was it on the 4-tick range. Not a lot to say on the 4-tick range this morning. The YM was the star performer this morning, but I will just go through this right now. You see these blue lines right here are weekly trading zone. And the way the market started out, it was going down into the zone, so we weren't going to trade anything there. And we had to wait until it got down below the zone. All right. Once it got down below the zone, then you could have shorted a pullback up over here. Okay, right in here, you could have shorted a pullback up to there. During the break today, well, I'll get to that in a minute. You could have shorted that. The cycle wasn't really in favor of the trade, and it wasn't the first pullback after the bearish cross, so we didn't do anything in there. The next opportunity was right here, and I mentioned this in the room when it was happening. This is a 10,000 contract, but it was also on the 2100 tick. You see I had drawn an arrow on it when it was happening. We had a bullish cross right there with the cycle moving up above 50. It pulled back down to the BBC right here for a bounce of 45.25 up to 47.5. And that was pretty much it. Okay, that was it on the ES this morning anyway. Now moving over here to the YM, I'll show you what happened anyway on the YM. We had right here a bearish cross and a pullback up to the BBC within the trading zone right here. One of our partners, Bill, grabbed this for 20 ticks, and then the next one over here I missed at 10:05. I don't know if anybody got that, but I missed it for sure. And then I was trying to short over here because the MA1 was red on the pullback. It didn't pull back far enough to fill me. The next trade was right over here. Okay, I didn't try to get into that one. At this point, we were considering selling on a stop down below right here if it dropped down that low. That was at the break. Okay, but that didn't happen. Same thing over here. We're considering selling on a stop if it dropped down below this period. I mean this level right here at 1344 during the break, but it never happened. After we got the bullish cross here, we had this trend line going down that it was fighting with, so I didn't want to take a long trade here. Also, this was during the break, but we really didn't want to take a long trade there because the ES was going right into the zone. Alright, had you taken the long trade right here, it would have worked out just fine, obviously. It would have worked out just fine. But as it is, we didn't take the trade, and it worked out. But now the ES is in a zone, so I would look for it all to roll over right here. That's what I'm thinking at this point. Alright, and that, everyone, was our morning session. Does anybody have any questions about anything? If not, I will wrap it up, and we can bring David on. Yes? No questions? No questions. Alright, I'm going to wrap up the recording.